What time is it? It's time for Craft Roulette. Hi, I'm Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, founder and head professor of FUNN University, and your intrepid hostess of Craft Roulette. Welcome to episode 126, where we're going to have some fun with a really nice lady that has 2 seniors. So we're going to have to be kind to her. Been reading all your chit-chat? You guys could tell everybody in the world what Craft Roulette is, I think. But if you don't know what Craft Roulette is, we are the ultimate paper crafting card making game show challenge, and we're live every Friday night right here at 6:30 Central Daylight Time right now. So tell your friends if they like improvisation. You remember What's My Line Anyway? What's My Card Anyway? It's kind of a new style of that. And we just put it right out there and we have no idea what we're going to do. So that's exciting. It's fun. And you are all welcome to play along with us, and we'll tell you how later. There's a lot that's going to go on tonight. So if you are new, and I did see some nice new friends in the chat room, you are surrounded by the nicest people on earth. Danny and I were talking before the show, and I was going, can you imagine what a room would be like with all those chatterboxes in there? It would be so loud and wonderful. I think I really do want to experience that sometime. So we're going to try it. Housekeeping, guess what? Zeros. I don't have anything to announce as far as housekeeping goes. Shout outs. We want to say happy birthday to Jen Gross. It looked like you had a very fun birthday party. And I bet that table had a lot of. I couldn't believe you had so many crafters around your birthday table, and I didn't see any craft projects. I was quite impressed that you could multitask that well. And a great big happy birthday to our buddy Ellen Jarvis, who is our card monkey, who is you know her. You all know her. And you have given her lots of happy birthdays in the Facebook group, which you can learn about down below. But, well, I'm so glad to have you here with us tonight, both Ellen, and I'm not sure if we have Jen yet. But anyway, well done. And we want to welcome to the York family, little Pepper, the new guinea pig. Yes, our junior crafter friend Elise, who had her birthday on Wednesday, has a brand new little tiny darling guinea pig. So cute. So, Pepper, you just landed in a real nice house. Good for you. We do have spin sponsors here on Craft Roulette because we love giving away other people's stuff. And this month, we have a wonderful spin sponsor. We have the Rabbit Hole Design, and they are offering $25 savings vouchers. I'll finally get it right, Marianne. But $25 savings vouchers all week long. All month long, every week. And the way that you get to qualify for that is to send in a card based on the parameters that we will be spinning tonight. All those cards that you saw beforehand were from last week. Were those good? Those were good. I was real impressed. I'm not going to cover it too much because we covered it over on FUNN University, our sister YouTube channel. But there were a couple things. 6x6 is really a lot of space, unless you're Christina Brome, and then you do it in your sleep. But 6x6 is a lot of space for those who just, when you think card, you think this A2 size. And you guys did a lot of great work with it. I loved how you used diagonals. It was wonderful. Anyway, go to craftroulette.live and the episode 125, and you can look at the beautiful gallery. It's just full of ideas. You're welcome to visit there anytime. But well done, guys. Kiss your brains. What else? Oh, so we are not sponsored by the Rabbit Hole Designs. We get our funds from pledges from our Patreon blog or our patrons. And I tell you what, those patrons are awesome. Last week, we celebrated having our first 100 patrons, and we had an all patron Zoom call, and we did a craft roulette trivia game. How do you think you would do? It was really fun. And the good news is we bought that game for a year. So we're going to have some more over there on Patreon. So join us. You just never know when I come up with some good questions. And actually, I have a couple ideas. They're coming. They're coming, guys. Anyway, do want to congratulate the studious April Palmer for winning first place, Brenda Gentry, the Quick Fingers Gentry. She must have just been right there just doing it too, because you were rewarded for quickness, not only just the correct answer. And then Anna York also was in third place. So it was, yes, Smurf, it was fun, wasn't it? It really was. Almost everybody tried to play or did play, and there were 39 of us, so there was quite a bit of action going on. And I will confess, I felt it the next day. I was like, wow, I'm really wrung out, but it was such a good thing. So I loved every minute of it. Merchandise. Yes, I've got my Team Orange shirt on, showing respect for my guest tonight. You too can be sporting your merch from Craft Roulette. I see it all over. And, okay, Laura and Taylor, you take the prize for wearing your Craft Roulette shirt on the scrapbook.com promotion. That was bold and very, very well played. I thought it was brilliant, and I thank you so much. It was. If you haven't seen that, go to Lauren Taylor Cards and sign up for a free thing. Some free classes from scrapbook.com. I will be there, only in spirit. On the other side of the camera. I'm going to be wearing my craft. I should wear a Lauren Taylor shirt. I don't know if she has any. Anyway, all right. So let's bring on from the mother of two seniors from Nebraska, USA, Danni Bindel. Yay!
Hello.
For the second time.
For the second time. Yeah.
Are you feeling a little more relaxed?
Maybe just a little bit. Still a little nervous, but a little bit.
Yeah, it's okay. You'll get those parameters, and your light bulb will go off, and you'll be rolling.
I hope so.
I have the card that you made.
Oh, yeah.
Last time, and then it had this cute little snail inside. It's so fun.
My latest obsession. Just I've been making a lot of ATCs, so.
Okay. They are fun. How do you use them? Do you put them in the sheets and things, or?
No, I've been doing some swaps, but no, I've just been sticking them in cards when I mail them out, just as a little extra that people can use however they want. So, yeah,
that's a really good idea. I'm getting ahead of myself because we've already talked a little bit, and I feel like we've already covered everything. But if anybody doesn't know who you are, could you give us a little description of who you are, where you are, what you do? What you like?
I'm Danni, and my YouTube channel is Danni's Dreams. I also have a challenge group on Facebook called There's a Stamp for That. And as of October of last year, I stay home because I have some issues with my ankles, and I craft all day. And especially right now, my daughter got her driver's license and a car, so I don't have to be mom taxi anymore. So my days are filled with crafting. So.
And she went back to school this week.
And even though I don't have to drive her, I still got up with her, and I'm feeling a little tired.
I bet there's some people in the chatterbox that are feeling the pain too, because it's that first week of school. It's exhausting.
Yes.
Didn't you work in a school?
I did. I was a special education para for 5 years. Like I said, until I had to quit because of my ankles. I loved it. Missed the kids a lot, but got to do what you got to do.
Right.
I also
but that first week.
Yeah.
Do you remember that first week? Everybody starts out like this, and by the end of the week, they're half as tall as they were at the beginning.
Yeah, definitely.
Have you seen the pictures of the kid when they first go to the first day of school at the beginning, and then what they look like when they come home?
Yep.
It's one of the most pathetic and hilarious things at the same time. I feel so bad. And I remember talking to a little girl once and saying, well, it was first day of kindergarten. I said, what was the best part of your first day of kindergarten? She said, when Mommy picked me up.
Some days are like that.
You got a lot ahead of you. So she'll figure it out. But anyway, what you been crafting? Anything exciting, fun?
I'm on 3 design teams, so I do a lot with that. And then I just started a new series on my channel where I'm shopping my stash for a certain theme and just having fun.
Yeah. Now, you told me, you kind of came in this backwards. You were asked to teach a class on scrapbooking at a photography store,
At a camera
right?
shop. Camera store,
At a camera
yeah.
shop. And
Yeah.
then you weren't going to stamp.
Nope.
And
Was
then
not
you
gonna
went to
stamp.
a party.
And it's been downhill ever since. And stamps are my weakness. I absolutely love stamps.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of us that can relate to that too.
Yeah.
You don't draw, so
No.
you're like totally stamp dependent.
Listen, I have been kind of breaking out and trying to do more scene cards, and I'm getting brave, and I'm putting little squiggly bushes in the back. I'm trying, but still not drawing.
Well, that's all right. That's how. Well, you started different ways. You don't start doing the Sistine Chapel.
No.
At least I hope not. Oh my gosh, if that's how he started.
Yeah.
Oh, the reverence I would have. Anyway, what are you hoping for tonight? What do you feel like making?
You know, I don't really try to set myself up that way. Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah. You had drop downs last time. You like bright colors.
I like bright colors.
And you had spring, and you did use bright colors. You had a stamped background.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of those are on there anymore. And then the clouds. So you did a beautiful job.
I think I thought drop down was on there, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the drop down where you used rain from your clouds.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very clever. Very clever. Well, I think I'm ready to. I have been away from my mask for a couple days, and I'm ready to get a little inky fingers. So, we're going to look at the achievement board, and we like to celebrate around here. So we're going to look at the achievement board. But first, you were going to ask me a question. What was it?
What is Craft Roulette?
Let's find out. Glad you're here. Welcome, Chatterbox. Let's get going.
What is Craft Roulette? Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. Each category has 24 possible options with a combined possibility of 331,776 unique projects. Whoa. We're live every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central on youtube.com/craftroulette. Please like and subscribe. Each week we bring on a special guest crafter to create along with us and share their unique take on the challenge. You can play too. Complete a unique project of your own using the same 4 parameters set in this episode. You'll have 48 hours to contribute by submitting pictures of your project through the submission form on craftroulette.live. Contributions are featured on marygunfun.com's weekly episode blog and the next episode. Let's recap last week's episode and submissions.
Whoa. That's what we do every Friday night, 6:30 Central Time, right here on Craft Roulette's YouTube channel. You're always invited. We always have a place for you. Right, guys? Front row, back row, everywhere in between. You can just push over somebody and they'll make way for you. We do require wearing stretchy pants because we have decided quite scientifically that your creative muscle is mostly right in your waistline. So we go ahead and suggest wearing stretchy pants. If you want to know more about Craft Roulette tradition and lore, which there is actually quite a bit, you can go to craftroulette.live. It's all written up there. Yes, and back row with comfy chairs, all good, especially on a Friday night when school starts. Just sit back and relax and enjoy the evening. So we had 137 contributions last week, all using the same 4 parameters, but none of the cards look alike. Look at us just fill in that the Northern European countries up there. You guys are just coming on strong. And it's still light during the day, I think. When it's all dark up there, you're going to be crafting and joining us all the time, I hope. Did see Noreen. We talked about you before the show. If you're still here, Noreen, we haven't gotten a card from South Africa. We are no Africa. So we are looking for a representative. So I hope you will send in a card this week. But you can see that we have friends all over. Someday maybe I'll leave my craft room and travel. Nah, I'm just going to stay in my craft room. Just kidding. I know Mr. Mike goes, oh, leave me alone. Anyway, yep, we would love to hear from you. And we are going to tell you how to do that very thing, joining us on the cardboard later. So, yep. We're up to over 8,000 cards. There's my card, and the parameters were a 6x6 inch card. You had to use purple +2. The +2 is their choice. Plus neutrals, or all the Craft Roulette neutrals, are always accepted. You had to use some kind of element involving photo. Now, this is part of the creative expression that we love so much on Craft Roulette, because photo doesn't mean you have to literally use a photo. I used a Polaroid, so to speak, loosely speaking, idea on mine, and then you had to include a folded corner somehow or other. You guys really were very creative even on the folded corners. You guys just rocked it. All the different ways that you went sneaking those things in was really good. Go ahead and give me the next one, please, sir. I do want to thank Mr. Producer for being here, doing all the slides, all the tech, programming all of this stuff, and he's here with us every Friday night as well, keeping the show running. Cassie Trask was our wonderful guest. We just loved Cassie Trask. I did see her kitties in the car. So Miles and what was the other one? Miles and somebody, they both start with M, are on the road, and so we're glad that we got to grab her for a Friday night. She made this gorgeous card, so much different than mine. I wish I had made that one. She made the other ones, but it's never to be. I'm just not that clever, but she was good. She was good. So we do like to celebrate our achievements here on Craft Roulette. Tonight we will be celebrating and welcoming our first-time crafters and craftettes, and we will then be celebrating our 0 heroes. Now that doesn't mean there's zeros in our book, but that they have sent in at least 10, 20, 30, and so on cards. Then we will be celebrating our leading ladies, which are our top 5, but we have a tie for 5th place. People that have sent in the most cards to Craft Roulette this week. And then we didn't have a Club 52. So anyway, let's see who's on the achievement board tonight. Slides they are, and they're on a timer, so I can shut up a little bit. Oh, Belinda, welcome from Iowa. Rachel Taylor from Wisconsin. It's hard to be the first time. It's hard to send it in. I'm proud of all of you. First timer from Denmark. That's the first time for Denmark too. Nicole, welcome. Candy B from Iowa. It sent in her card for the first time. Nicely done. It's always fun to see how you put in the parameters. And Valerie P from Florida. Very pretty. That was a never-ending card. Michelle S. got her first 0 hero achievement. Well done. Norma Garrett, another first-time 0 hero award winner, so to speak. Donna Lee got her 10th. She has sent in 10 cards, so she's on her first 0 hero. Well done. Vanessa B is up to 10. Look at the paperclip, you guys. We've never gotten paperclip yet in our parameters. She did it. Mary Youngblood, I hope you're feeling better. And you got your 20. You've sent in 20 cards. That's wonderful. Another 0 hero with 20 is Anne. Pretty. Another 20 0 hero. Birthday Bob Sadler. Good looking card. And a 20 0 hero milestone for Regina Martin. She used photo paper. Smarty. 20th contribution from Crystal in Colorado. Well done. 40th contribution from Margaret. Such an accomplishment. 50 from Lisa Taylor. Isn't that pretty? Sherry Pemberton from down the street in Missouri has sent in 70. Sherry, well done. Then there's Patty Beck, the grandmother of us all, with 120 consecutive card contributions. Yeah, I think we need a new word for her. Contribution leader number 6. Ooh, I don't have these in order. Smurf Murphy? Yes, I thought I did. Contribution leader... Oh, yes, I do. Number 5, I'm confusing myself. Jackie. Pretty. Number 4, Kathy Herring. Our leading lady from Florida is 5K Lamont with 892. Birthday card monkey has sent in 102 consecutive cards. And there she is, the double dipper herself, Patty Beck with 120 cards. Woo! Outstanding. Like I said, no Club 52, so we don't have anybody to celebrate there, but maybe next week. You guys, you're amazing. And I don't use that word very lightly on that either, because you really are. I don't know how many cards that is altogether, but you set a mighty fine pace for us to keep up with, and well done. Congratulations to you all. Are you ready? She's ready. Let's bring her back. Yahoo, there she is. Well, isn't that amazing how many cards people send in?
Very, very amazing.
Just
the dedication. I mean, wow.
Yeah. We also have a Facebook group that's very active, and a lot of times they will post over there, and there's just so much glitter that we all share over there. Glitter fairies galore, where they just leave lots and lots of nice comments, and it's just a real comfortable place to be.
It is very friendly, yes.
Yeah. So, well, you know what this means.
I do.
Time to... I know, my hands are freaking sweaty. Now, I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because I have on long pants. It was cool this morning when I got dressed, and now I'm just hot. But it is time to bring on those parameters. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's look at them.
Okay.
There they are. Tonight we will be spinning for a project. We're going to find out what kind of colors to use, an element, and then a random. We will be spinning for one of those in each column. It just means that we have to include that in the card that we make tonight and the cards that our contributors will be making this week to send in for the next week's cardboard. So, let me think. Vetoes. Each week we give our patrons a couple choices on some vetoes. That means that they get to decide what the wheel does not get to boss us about. They get to decide what one of the colors combinations that we aren't going to have to use, an element that we don't have to use, and a random that we don't have to use. Now, I like to say in here that if it's a parameter that you want to use and it fits into the parameters that we do get, it's good. But you can't alter them such that if they say, no, we're not going to do any green, you can't say, oh, well, I used red and my red is green. You can't change it that much. But we're pretty liberal on all the other interpretations because we understand this is an art project and it's how you interpret things. And we are all about the creative expression. So this week, our patrons decided they are going to save us from the colors first grader. They did not want first grader. For element, they decided they have saved us from pretend. They didn't want pretend. From random, they said unusual colors. So the wheel can't make us do those ornery things. This is your only time that we give to you, Miss Danny. Do you want to veto anything?
No.
She stay in the course. She was
Stay in the
caution
course.
to the wind last time, and it didn't burn you.
No,
You were
it was
fine.
pretty good.
Yeah.
So,
You did say unusual colors you were thinking about, and then you found out the
but then
patrons
you
were good
explained
with
what they were, and I would have been fine with that too. So,
Right.
we're all good.
And we are going to talk about everything. And I
Right.
think generally when we start talking about stuff, it all makes sense. Not right after we get the spins, but shortly after. Let's give this bad boy a warm up. I'm getting some spins in there. Hey, Crafty Al. All right, N4 project. What do we get? Something good, come on. A kid's card. Well, that makes sense for the first week of school. What colors? First grader would have been pretty good with that.
Oh.
What colors? Hi, Jean.
Hi, Jean.
Monochromatic kids card.
Interesting.
Wheel, are you feeling ornery tonight? What element? I'm looking at those going, what element do I not want for a kid? I'm working hard on it. I think we're going to be okay. Whatever we get. Oh, we got pretend. No pretend. Let's do it again. Coffee or tea? For a kid's card. Maybe it's an older kid. Random. I know. I think with coffee and tea, monochromatic kid might be. Oh. There's some ways around it. We'll figure them out. And a grid. Oh, wheel. You cute little guy, you. Aren't you just the most darling little guy you could ever be? Well, I don't know. Nothing's hitting me right off. But let's crack this code, shall we? Okay, a kid's card. We got kids of... Okay, here we go. Here we start to stretch the parameters. Kids of all ages.
Yes, I'm thinking, my husband's definitely a kid, so, kids of all ages.
Kid at heart.
Yes.
Yes. So that opens it up way high. But my daughter started drinking coffee at 3. Don't judge. I remember sitting in a Waffle House with her, and she was going, can I have some coffee? I said, please bring her a cup of coffee. And the waitress just looked at me and said, are you kidding me? I was going, no, bring the kid a cup of coffee with lots of milk. She loved it. She still loves that taste. So, Brenda Anderson's coming to help us here. A baby goat. Would they drink tea or coffee? That's okay. They probably would, actually. They would probably do that. You think the wheel's mean tonight, Patty Back? A tea party. Oh, a tea party making Francis. That's a good idea. Oh no, we're going to figure, yes, baby goat having a tea party. Oh, if we only had that stamp set, that would be really fun. Iced tea for kids. That's true. Yeah, kid at heart. So you have nothing to hold you in there. Not really.
Okay. No.
Don't you think?
Yeah, I think that one, the only one that the monochromatic, the one I'm trying to wrap my mind around.
Okay, now don't be too afraid.
I know.
We talked
I'm
about
just
this on Tuesday too, because we were talking about parameters. Because we talk about parameters. Can you paper me, please? Because we do talk about the parameters on FUNN University, and we do this. Like you can use all these colors in the blue violet, so you can have different shades and intensities and saturations of a single color. So if you go with something that you can use that does really well with a neutral or something that's going to pop off a little bit, you'll have all these options. You just can't go from column to column with the monochromatic. Just means that you're going to stick in a column. So what color? You're pink, for instance. You love pink. So you could do pink with neutrals. Now, our Craft Roulette neutrals are black, white, cream, tan, craft, gray, and metallics. Those are our Craft Roulette neutrals. So, for instance, on the you can't say, well, I'm counting blue as a neutral.
Darn it.
So I know we're such stinkers. But so that's the only kind of thing that really limiting that we would give you. So, yep, think of how you're going to use your neutrals. Would you go blacks or browns, or you can use both?
I'm just trying to think. So, like, if I had a person, would like their skin be classified like as a neutral then?
Probably. Yeah. Unless you're doing an unusual color like Andy Warhol and made him blue. A Beethoven being blue.
Okay.
So, or a Picasso blue boy. But yes, generally a neutral is considered skin color. Coffee or tea? What do you use? Monochromatic. Yes, absolutely use monochromatic with neutrals. Think of the colors that you think look good, a color that looks really good with a set of neutrals, and you'll be surprised how much color, because your color doesn't have to be the whole thing, and it doesn't have to be the only thing. The little thing. It can be used very carefully, and we don't have a card size that we have to worry about. So we don't have that 6x6 where we're going, oh, but I'm only going to have all brown, or I'm going to have all black.
Right.
So I think you can, especially on an A2, you should be okay, pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Coffee or tea? How do you like to do that?
Oh, I'll have to look through. I have probably hundreds of either one coffee or tea stamps or papers, or I don't know. I have lots, so I'll have to think on that.
I tend to like teacups a lot.
I think I use more coffee.
Tea stained paper, sure. Yeah, coffee stained paper. That would be a great neutral way. Bring in some neutrals. Yeah. Very clever. Sandy Boone says, isn't there a lawn fawn set of pirate kids? I was thinking of a coffee cup with a kid in it. Because that's where I keep my kids. Here, go sit in this nice cup. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Yeah. They'll wake you up, though, those kids, more so than coffee. When your kids would yell in the middle of the night, did you wake up instantly?
Yeah, I'm a very, very light sleeper. Yeah, they barely even have
much more of a jolt. Much more of a jolt than a coffee ever gave me. So coffee or tea is just fun. I think we'll be okay. We're good with that. And it'll be fun to see how you guys figure it out. And then grid. We just are going to have a little grid in there somewhere, some little hash, little lines that are going to go back and forth. You can use them as shadows, contouring lines, just a little. Some of the things that they did last week with the little folded corner, that was a really fun little way to stick in secrets. Mm-hmm. So if you fold it up a corner even, you could have some little grid paper. There's a lot of pattern paper that has grids in it too.
Oh, I was going to say grid paper. That would be easy. And that would go with kids. I don't know. I have to think about this a little bit more.
Well, if you had to do it right this second, where would you go with it?
Well, someone just said plaid for grid. And I have plaid paper.
And yes, emboss with your scoreboard. That's a good one, Ellie.
Oh, yeah, or that. And then I did like the teacup idea and having something in that. So that's kind of where I'm going there, I think, maybe, until I actually go get it. I don't know.
And you see something else and you go, oh, I think I could do this.
Right.
That's okay. You don't have to commit yourself. I could draw a robot with a teacup. I don't think I'm in that mood, though. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know.
Okay.
Kids. All right. Well, while we go gather, we're going to let you guys find out what our sister channel is all about. It's on Tuesday nights, and we do break down the parameters and talk about what you all made last week. And it's called FUNN University. So FUNN, because that's how we spell fun. So let's go gather. Miss Danni, while you watch, What is FUNN University? Woohoo, this is a trick. Do you find crafting hard? Are you stuck on one of those pesky parameters? Do you feel like the wheel is watching you while you craft? We have the solution for you. Hi, I'm Mary Gunfun. While I'm busy gathering my supplies, I just wanted to tell you about my other YouTube channel, youtube.com/FUNNuniversity. We break down the parameters and talk about them at a more in-depth level. We also pick one tricky one to concentrate on and do a deep dive into it. But that's not all. We do our mail call every week on the channel as well. So if you wanted to send me a card or a package, send it to this address and I'll share it on the show. We're live almost every Tuesday night on youtube.com/FUNNuniversity. We also do some celebration there because we will review our last week's achievement board. That's youtube.com/FUNN-University. No easy or complicated payments, no COD. Just show up and have fun. If you have too much fun, please call a friend immediately and invite them over to have fun with you. Normal postage and handling rates do apply. This ad was not paid for by anybody. We hope Mary is ready because I can't stretch this out any longer. Now back to the show. Is Grandma Gay yelling about FUNN University? She usually says it's free. There it is. It's all caps. FUNN University is fun and free. Thank you, Grandma Gay. All right. So here's that cup. I haven't used this cup in a long time, so I'm looking forward to having this guy in my life for the night. He's a great big teacup and a saucer. Yes, and I saw somebody say something about Disney spinning cups. Yes, you have to be very careful who you choose to have on that ride with you. But that's what I'm thinking about that. And then I have this cute, darling little girl. I can make her pretty. Maybe there'll be twins sitting inside this teacup. Yeah. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. So I better get started because I remember Danni is not slow. She's good, but she's not slow. And then there's this I also have paper with some grid on it. And this is the set, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, crafters and craftettes. This is the set that says you are a wonderful person. One of my favorites. But you're my cup of tea. I'm glad we're friends. That might be good. A kid's card. We're glad you're friends. Okay. I'm going for it. I am. And my colors that I'm going to use are the reds, and then I pulled out some pinks. So, like I said, you can do the line right on down there. So I have red. There's pink. Craft jail? Who's going to craft jail? Is Deputy Crafty Al going to craft jail? Crafty Al's going to craft jail? Is Deputy Heidi here?
No, I'm.
Oh, the craft.
She could use a pop of color alongside of her monochromatic.
And the craft police is saying, no, nay. I say nay. Whoops. I hear we have a guest crafter ready.
Maybe.
Tell us what you're thinking, Miss Danni. You're back on.
I'm back on. Well, I have my mask in there, but the critter in the teacup made me think of this adorable little cat in this teacup, and I can paper piece the teacup so it's easy. And then I have some gingham or plaid for the grid, and I'm going to do purples, and then I got out gray as my neutral. And I'll just color the cat as gray as well.
I think we won't be the same by any means, but we have some similar ideas, and I like that. That's fine.
Oh, why my camera's doing that?
All right, well, let the crafting commence. I kind of have the same kind of thinking. Okay, let's get this guy out first. Is anybody else going to have to go to Craft Jail with Crafty Owl? Did you hear Crafty Owl is wanting to break rules?
Wanting to break rules? No, I didn't.
It's so unlike her.
It is, actually.
Uh-huh, it is. I think I'm going to use this instead. She is, I'm wondering right now if Crafty Owl is actually kind of being nervous because she said that. I could just see her being nervous about it, can't you?
Yes.
I can. Bless her heart. She's such a nice girl.
Danny, do you want to call back into the show?
I don't know what is going on with my phone. It's really... Did it stop?
I think we're going to have her call it back. She's going to call back in.
I'm looking.
Maybe.
I know we have a storm moving through, so sometimes that messes with things. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're supposed to get it from you here in a little bit.
It's pretty steady right now. I'll let you know if it does a weird thing again.
Crazy internet. Just never know. All right, there's those little... I think that's okay. Oh, this is the one that I always draw the... Well, I may not this time. Decisions. Do I want the saucer? I suppose. I've never done the saucer on top of this. All right. We do have some wonderful questions from some wonderful patrons, but we're going to let you get set up before we barrage you.
I'm probably okay.
Okay. All righty. You seem to be very even keel.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. Do you drink coffee?
I have 1 cup every morning and I have 1 cup every evening around 6 or 7.
No kidding. Do you stay up?
Nope. It helps me get through the evening and then I'm good.
Wow. I've always I have that upside down. I've always wanted to drink it at night. And I used to. Then, I don't know. I think I believed the press and said that sometimes it keeps you awake.
Well, I think also I drink more creamer than I do coffee. So that's probably why it doesn't really affect me as much.
Well, fair enough, because I drink it black. And sometimes it gets a little strong. Not terribly
yeah, I can't handle too much.
Some, but I'm quite impressed that you would drink at night. You've gotten more... my respectometer just pegged up a little bit. That's good.
The respectometer.
My respectometer. All right. Now let me open this up and we'll figure out what they asked, because I know they were pretty good. We remember that you are Team Orange also, so we don't have to worry about that. Yeah. You're actually Team Pink, as I recall.
Yes, very much so.
But then, when forced, orange was your second favorite. Yes. With the pink, so we're counting it. Alcohol markers is this one, right? Yep. So, Becky Biddle in Drexel, Missouri asks, What is your preferred background decoration when this is the hard part. When not using stamps.
I like to use stencils a lot.
Stencils.
So,
Are you doing the really fancy stencils?
What's considered really fancy stencils?
Like 4 layers kind of stuff?
Not yet. I just got a set of my first like layering ones, so we'll see how those go before. I mean, it's only 2 layers. We'll see how I do at that before I go any further.
That's a pretty smart way to do it. Do it incrementally by layers. Some of them are off. They really are pretty. They make a beautiful.
And then I do like a lot of paper though too. So.
So you use a lot of paper on your backgrounds. Do you like?
Yeah.
Jelly prints. Any?
I haven't tried it yet. I like the look of it, but.
Could we call those the exotics? I think, like the jelly prints and how about foiling? That's an exotic. Have you dabbled in the foiling?
I've done a little bit with my laminator. I bought some stuff to do it with my stencils, but I haven't gone down that road yet. And I like the look of it, but it's kind of like how I was with stamps. I fear that if I get started with it, I'll want all the things, and I don't really want to do that right now. So I haven't done much with it.
Gotcha. That's fair and prudent. Oh, look at those big eyes. Such big eyes. Is that a Craftin' Kimmy?
No, this is this is an old, not too shabby.
Oh, okay.
It was one of their boxes. Yeah.
And how is your ornery kitty?
She is very, very ornery. It was vet day on Wednesday, and so they're still mad at me for that. They don't like getting shots. But I can't blame them. I don't like getting shots either.
No, I don't remember the last time I got, but it's never something I yearn for.
No.
Okay, so let's see. And I remember maybe I don't know who else does this, but when parents would threaten their kids at the clinics, I'm going to tell the doctor to give you a shot. I wanted to jump right out of that little desk and say, "You're not very nice." It's really kind of a bad thing for everybody. Could you reconsider that one? But
not.
Yeah, it's not going to make it a good situation for the kid, for the staff. Yes, Mr. Producer said we could have said we'd charge for threats.
All right. Instead of a swear jar, you have a threat jar.
That's right.
Every threat is $100 on your bill.
$100 on your sheet when you check out, and it's not covered by insurance.
Yep.
So, yeah. So you like the paper? Do you buy like 12-inch paper, or do you go 6-inch pads, or what?
You name it, I have it.
Okay.
I'm not picky. If it's pretty, answer. I like it. Yep. If I like it, I buy it.
So what is, when you're going down the aisle or wherever, or in the catalog or online, what makes you go, oh, that's pretty paper? Is it the color or the design?
Probably a little bit of both.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I guess, probably just a little bit of both the design and the colors. I do like bright, so probably most of what I have is bright. I do have some that is not, but yeah.
I guess you have to. Do you do bright Christmas cards? Do you do a lot of Christmas cards?
Oh, Christmas is my nemesis.
That's not a good thing.
Started to use, I used to send out over like 200 Christmas cards. And then I decided that was just insane. And then I got into making cards, and so everyone expected a handmade card.
Right.
And that was insane. And so then I stopped doing Christmas cards, and I didn't even like making them. But I'd say over the last, 2 or 3 years, I've started doing more, and I'm enjoying them more. I've probably made the most in the last couple of years, but I do like photo cards, or I actually buy handmade cards to take the pressure off of me when it comes to like sending them out, because I just don't like that pressure.
No, it doesn't. It's no fun.
And then I'm still trying to use up some paper that I have from probably like 10 years ago as far as like Christmas paper. I actually probably need to get some new, but it's pretty traditional, like greens and reds. But I do have some new like winter purples and some pinks. So that's kind of nice and fun.
Yeah, because Christmas cards often have pink, and I like that pink, red, and the blue-green, kind of a mint. I think that's always catches my eye, or just a teal. Yeah. That's one that will stop me on Instagram. So what makes you stop on Instagram feed? What is it is it a technique that will grab you, or is it the colors?
Instagram.
Or what?
I'm drawn to coloring since I like to color.
Right.
But if you saw my Instagram feed, it's actually kind of hilarious because it's probably half crafting, and then the other half is cows, pigs, llamas, elephants. I mean, all animals. So
okay. Because you're a critter person.
I'm a critter person. So yeah, if it's something cute and it's critters, it's there, and then I have the rest is just crafting. So.
Because you even moved to be near a zoo, as I recall, right?
And I worked there for a while too, yes. The Omaha Zoo. Yep. That's my happy place besides crafting.
So how were your gardens this year? Did you get anything to grow, or did the deer eat them all? They were eating everything last April when you were on.
Well, since my son wasn't here, we decided, because it was his garden, so we decided not to do like a garden. But I really want to do my part to help save the honeybees and the bees. So we have a hill where we've started to add some flowers each year. And so I have a couple butterfly bushes and some gladiolas and a hydrangea, and they did really well. So
well, they're pretty hardy.
Yeah.
I've seen some beautiful butterfly bushes lately on my walks.
Yeah. So I'm hoping to get a few more of those next year, but
good for you. Yeah, it's kind of a build. We this has been like the worst garden I've ever had. It was so hot so fast. And so I have 3 tomato plants, and I counted tonight, and I think I'm up to 8 tomatoes on there.
Oh my.
So they're still blooming though, but so hopefully we'll have a really late frost freeze, because we may be having fresh tomatoes at Christmas.
Agnes wants you to clarify that.
There you go.
Okay.
Color wheel is the best way to do it.
So, Miss Agnes, when we say monochromatic here on Craft Roulette, now this isn't necessarily something that somebody else would say, but this is how we see it because we want you to enjoy yourself. You could pick like a column of reds, or a column of oranges, all the different saturations, or yellows, and then the Craft Roulette neutrals are black, gray, white, cream, tan, brown, metallics, those kind of things. But then monochromatic, you can always use the Craft Roulette neutrals. We've never taken those away. And then plus one of these colors. But go ahead and give yourself some leeway so that you have some more. You don't feel like you only can use bright reds. You can use bright reds and pinks, for instance.
Anytime we say a color.
Yeah, whenever we talk about a color, we're always talking about a color on a color wheel. a color column. Yeah, and we did talk about this a little bit Tuesday on Craft Roulette or on Fun University, so I can't remember if there's anything good on there or not, but we did talk a little bit about it. So, for instance, I've got red, and then a lighter shade of red is pink. And then I have neutral for skin, neutral for hair, neutral for jumper, and then red. Does that help? I hope. Are you using more than one shade of your color? More than one saturation that you can show, Agnes?
I actually only have this out, but I'm probably going to use a darker purple for the bow. Let me grab.
I think it's easier to just to see it sometimes.
Yeah, so I might pull out, although that's not the, purples are one of my least favorite to work with because there's just so many different shades and they don't all go together.
No,
Probably like that.
You can always look at the V and go, oh, okay, that's all supposed to be, those are all supposed to work together.
Supposedly, yes.
But then they get, yeah. It's a little tricky since it's a secondary color.
It's the one color that stumps me a lot.
Well, we'll have to think about that.
Maybe that's why I'm Team Orange.
Agnes says she understands.
Oh, excellent, Agnes. So I'm glad you asked.
You should always show the color wheel for getting a color.
Yeah, no reason to. I don't know that I like it stamped like this. I think it needs. I like the stamping on a pattern cardstock. Hang on.
Okay. Let's see. Have some purple eyes.
That's pretty red. I'll try stamping on this. In black. You know, here I try to be fancy. Listen to me. I never stamp in red. Foo. Who am I trying to kid? Isn't gonna happen. Okay, back to this. It should be fine with black. That'll be okay. That'll make a much more Mary Gunn style card. Okay, question number 2. Okay, we're moving right along. Kim Wolf asks, this is a great question. Is there a new skill that you would like to try?
A new skill I would like to try.
You like to try anything. So what have you seen lately that made you go, wow, I like that?
Well, the jelly prints, I do like that. I don't know if that's a skill. That's more of a technique. I have been working on, I guess, like the scene cards. So I guess I'd still like to improve those and maybe like learn to draw more of a background for them.
There you go. I've got Ashley Young does scene cards. She makes the darn cutest scene cards.
Yes, she does.
Vicky Ruda does wonderful scene cards. She even makes cute little boogers. She made a snot card. That was the cutest thing. It was just adorable. And I want to give a shout out to Vicky Ruda too, because she was published in a Paper Crafts magazine in the UK.
Ooh.
And her card that she was published was a Craft Roulette inspired card.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So it was awesome. It was two little peas on a pea pod, and they'd just gotten married. It was just adorable. She's kind of whimsical, so you might actually really like what she does. She's very whimsical, actually. What am I trying to say? The girl had just got her wedding taken care of. They had a COVID lockdown marriage, and then so she just got her wedding done, and it was an Alice in Wonderland theme.
Oh, I think I saw pictures of that.
Just wonderful. So, and she got all the Alice in Wonderland stamp sets from a rabbit hole design. She's just so happy. Yeah.
Fun.
So those people are great to study. So do you study people's cards? Are you? Because
I think I mentioned it last time. Maybe not. My stamping coloring idol is Amy Young from Sweet November Stamps.
Oh,
and I've been a fan of hers for years and years and years and years. And so I do watch a lot of her coloring and kind of just take tips from her. And I ask her questions and stuff. So, and there's others that I watch as well, but she's the main one.
Isn't that, well, it's just that you connect with somebody oftentimes and their style and their personalities. And isn't it wonderful that we have that?
Yes, definitely.
Such a difference in the crafting world because of that. Oh, you're very welcome, Ashley. There's more, too. There's more that Brenda Gentry makes a beautiful scene. Make a scene for us, girl. Many. But there are lots of really talented scene makers. I am not a talented scene maker. I draw scenes, but I don't make scenes here.
I want to improve on that. I guess that's what I want to do.
Yes, I do draw ridiculous scenes. By the way, our patrons get color sheets of ridiculous scenes that I make. So, such as, this is the one they got at the beginning of the month. And then this is one they just got last week. Yes, it's Gnomes on Vacation. Of course.
Well, they have to take vacation too.
Well, they did. Did you know they drive clouds?
They drive clouds.
So
that's fun.
They do. They are PDFs or JPEGs that we put on the patron blog, and they just can download them and color them till their hearts are content.
Well, that's really neat.
Yeah. One of a kind. They're going, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Oh, Crafty Al's pretending she's on Craft Roulette tonight, and she hopes to have her card done at the same time we get ours done.
All right, we'll see.
I'm being pretty slow. You're probably going to be done before I am.
This is going together really fast, so I was just double checking. What did I forget?
Yeah, go ahead and just start using your other hand, your non-dominant hand, and no, we don't have sabotages here.
I don't think that I could do that.
And that would be awful. Grandma, oh wait, I don't want to give that one. Allison Cope has a question for you. That Ellie Cope, sometimes known as the Circle Guru, who introduced you to card making? Great question.
It was trying to think back to that very first Angel Company party that I went to, and I believe it was my son's preschool teacher. At the time. So
was she having the party? Do you remember, or was she?
Yeah, she was selling the Angel Company stamps, and I probably became her biggest buyer. But we won't discuss that. But yeah,
we love people. We loved people like you.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Well, you found a good thing. What kind of hobbies did you have before?
I was really big into counted cross stitch.
Okay.
And I did hundreds of those. So that's what I was doing before this. Yes, I did it all the time. I had a stand that held it. I still have my books. I have probably hundreds and hundreds of cross stitch patterns, and yeah.
I have a couple.
When I do something, I do it big.
You must. You really must.
I'm very obsessive.
Well, you know what works for you. That's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, this is going to have to go this way, isn't it? Okay.
And I guess
Little
also
girls.
photography would be in there too. Because I did do wedding photography, portrait photography, wildlife photography. So I did that too.
Oh, nice. Wildlife photography would be really hard, wouldn't it?
It's my favorite, but yeah.
I would think it would. You'd have to sit so much and just wait, right? Or not?
Yes, you do. Yes, yes. I would go to a lot of when I lived in Iowa, and were several like parks there, and I would just go like at 5 o'clock, well, sometimes 4:30 in the morning, and just sit and wait and watch the sunrise and watch the critters come out and take their pictures.
Are you an
Very
early morning person, or was that painful? Because I would have always wanted to be an early morning person and a night owl. I am neither.
I am more a morning than night. Anymore, I don't like to get up super early, but I can. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's you. What'd you shoot? Nikon, Canon, Hasselblad? What was your?
I started with Canon, then I switched to Nikon, and then the Nikons are a little bit heavier, so I switched back to Canon because they were a little bit lighter on my hands, and they fit my small hands a little bit better than the Nikons did.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. I'm not going to do down there. Yeah. So was that film?
Yes. Yes. I was like thinking about that the other day, how nice it would have been to have digital back then, because then you wouldn't have to use up a whole roll of film for like one animal.
Right. Right. It really would make a big difference.
Yeah.
Whee! I think she needs to be saying whee. Just like one of those Instagram story lines. Whee!
Right.
The little rabbits that run around. Have you ever had a rabbit?
Yes, I've had many.
Oh, really?
Yes. Several, many years ago. They just chew so much, and I just didn't have the time at that time in my life to give them the attention they needed. So we found them some new homes.
And they really do need quite a bit of attention.
Yeah. We had a guinea pig too when you were talking about the new guinea pig, and I loved it, but they really need a lot of attention.
They do.
We just, nope.
Yeah, we used to have a guinea pig, Harry, and Harry lived in the craft room, and I had ladies in and out all the time, and Harry liked them. He was right there with them. Yeah, that's right. We thought it was a him, and then later we found out Harry was a girl, so we changed it Harry to Harri. Harry didn't seem to care.
I was going to say, Harry probably was like, okay.
Harry, there is an ancient blog that Stephen, Mr. Producer, built for me in 2000 something. It was 2003. 2003. Oh my gosh, you've blogged a long time too. But 2003, yes, and it had a page called Harry Gunn. And people would go, "Oh, I looked at it. I thought it was going to be your husband." It was the guinea pig. And it was not just the guinea pig, but there were pictures of the guinea pig with great big sunglasses on. So ahead of Instagram. But yep, that was a ancient. My little name, or the header on my blog, was hand drawn. I mean, that's how primitive it was. It was primitive. Such is life when you're in public. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, these are going to be kind of cute little girls. Okay, so I've been learning, speaking of learning new things, I'm learning Procreate on an iPad. Now, my first thought was, I can draw a line here, and if it's not right, I can do that, and it'll tap off, and it'll disappear. But no, I have
It
to
doesn't?
really, not when I'm doing it with the Micron. Not when I'm actually drawing it.
Yeah. I've
On
never
paper.
done anything like that.
Oh, it's cool. That's what I'm drawing those coloring sheets with.
Oh, okay.
It is totally fun. And totally new. And you work in layers, and it's just really blowing my brain. So it's good, though. It's a good thing. Whee! Don't you think they should be saying that? Okay, so here's some. I think they should that should be going that way. Harry gun fun. There it is. Oh my stars, that is ancient. So you've been blogging quite a while. When did you start? Did you say?
2000. I would have to look, but 13, 14, something like that.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right.
something like
That's
that.
pretty early.
Yep. I guess we'll do this one.
Good for you. Good for us all.
I like to have it to go back and look at things, see how far I've come.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, my hair's not all white. It's it's gray, but it's not white. Good heavens. Ugh. I don't know what's worse, watching the early craft roulettes or seeing my early blog. It was good. It was way
before WordPress existed.
It was and you programmed it.
Yeah, it was all by hand.
Should we have them having G-force so they're coming out the sides here? Oh no, we can have one coming out. Now, one of you card engineer types could probably do that and make them come out on a spinner. But it's not going to happen tonight.
All right, I'm going to go do some die cutting really fast. I'll be right back.
You're just fine. Do we want them to say "we"? And then there needs to be something here. But I'm liking it. I'm liking it just fine. Oh, I was going to do the friends thing. Yep. That's going to look just as cute as can be. What are you guys all talking about? I am playing paper dolls. Betsy McCall, we talked about her last week. Wasn't that just last week? I haven't changed much. I haven't strayed much from my original things there. A barf bag. They could be, you know. Oh my. Oops, that's crooked. Well, why not? These little girls, there's the little girl is really, I've had her a long time. And she is from Your Next Stamp. Yep. Your Next Stamp.
You have a lot of cute things there.
I don't know much about them except that I've got a ton of use out of this little stamp set.
They have a lot of really cute images.
Well, I should look at them again. I can't use that. That's so crooked. I was thinking. And I've used that little, because look at this thing. It's got this tree, so it's really a great tree for all sorts of thoughts, and uses. It's got these little ants. I've used those little ants for all sorts of things. And then it has, you are a wonderful person.
Oh.
And I have used that a lot too. So I haven't used the other images very much. You are invited, that little apple a little bit. But you don't have to use them all. Someday, maybe the little picnic basket I have.
Yeah.
They're there waiting for me. It is called, I don't know. It's called Picnic Phoebe. Picnic Phoebe. This must be Phoebe and her twin sister Phoebe.
Phoebe and Phoebe.
This is my brother Dwayne, and I'm Dwayne, and this is my brother Dwayne.
Oh.
I did talk to somebody that had like grandsons, and they were both named the same thing. George Foreman. It's the George Foreman thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was really hard not to act like I was pretty shocked. But I was. I'm glad we're friends. I need a grid. Well, I did. I was thinking I had a grid. I've got some grid paper. So I'm going to probably just do a little strip or something. Oh, don't get me scared, Deanna. I don't know anything about The Shining, thank goodness. I get scared easily.
I used to read a lot of Stephen King books, and I grew up in Colorado, and we used to spend a lot of time in Estes Park, and I didn't know until recently that I was in that hotel often where they shot some of that. And I was like, I wish I would have known.
Did you hear him?
No.
He said he would have thought that the blood flowing down the hallways would have tipped you off.
You would have thought this, but maybe I'm a slow learner.
Maybe you'd gone to bed by then.
Yeah, I was little, so maybe. Yes, the Stanley Hotel. That's what it was. Yep.
Oh my goodness. I'm scared just thinking about it.
All right. Get all my ink off my fingers.
There's my grid. Do I want him over here? No, over here. What am I going to do with this? I might cut it off. You may just go into the trash heap. Oh, they're pretty darn cute. Whee!
You're in Westminster, Crystal? I used to go to the mall there a lot when I was growing up. It was a pretty big deal for me. I don't know why, but that mall was pretty awesome.
The mall. Not a lot of malls like that anymore, are there?
Nope. Sure not.
I think I have two more questions. One more. Oh, two more. Okay. Georges Gentry asks, what's your favorite season and why?
Autumn, because it's cooler, and I love seeing the autumn colors when there are autumn colors. Sometimes not always the case, but autumn is my favorite. And then spring, because I love seeing the new life and all the spring colors. And then it would be winter, and then summer. I despise summer.
Oh,
I don't like the heat at all. And living in Nebraska, I don't like the humidity.
Oh,
So
we've had some too, haven't we?
yes.
'Cause
So
we
I
were just
stay
not
inside in the air
finding it.
conditioner.
That's a good place to be. I think I am going to make this a little chunky, chunk it off a little bit. I don't like this part. So you not only have a favorite, you have them in ordinate, like all ordered up.
I've been asked that numerous times when I worked at the school, so I just worked out a speech. I'm prepared.
Well, I thought maybe you liked, I think a lot of crafters like autumn the most because they get to go inside. They don't have the guilt of not being outside in the summer anymore. And because the products for fall and Christmas are so beautiful.
Yes, I love fall products for stamping and stuff. But yeah. And I found as I've gotten older, I just can't handle the sun as well as I used to either. I get really sick, even if I'm hydrated or whatever. I just can't be in the sun very much. So.
That sounds like you've chosen well, Grasshopper. You know yourself well. That's good. I can put "you are a wonderful person" inside of this card.
As I put my cinnamon on the inside too.
Look at us. Look at us. Oh, yes, that is very purpley. I like it. You have made Team Purple very happy. Some of us have to try to use purple. Purple's hard for me to use. So
like I said, it's one I like to use it, but it really challenges me.
It can be because of the whole red and the undertones can throw me for a loop.
Yep.
Now I say, Purple, you're not going to get the best of me. I'm going to figure you out, and we're going to make something. Let's do it. And one more question. We've got Grandma Gay's thoughtful question of the day.
Okay.
When you use it, what is the technique that makes you smile every time?
I don't know if coloring counts, but coloring is definitely the thing that I get giddy about. I mean, I'm like a little schoolgirl when I sit and color by myself because I just love seeing it come to life, and it just makes me so happy.
I would count that. That makes sense to me.
Yeah, definitely coloring.
Lisa Whelpley is speedy weedy. Lisa Whelpley has already beat us. So
oh my
there's
goodness.
no competition. We're done. We can just relax now. Well done. Yep. You are a wonderful person. It's going to go right inside.
Don't like that. I like these, but I'm going to get different ones. Don't like that. Wrong color purple. Yeah. Let's try different.
You're very brave to use purple when you don't always love it.
Where's the other one?
Yeah, I've got a little heart. I'll put it on the inside too. There we go. Hey, this is going to be fine. Guess what? An hour ago or something, we got some parameters that were making us go, huh?
Yeah.
And we've got some cute cards out of it that never would have been made. I have a hunch.
Yeah, probably not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I definitely was a little worried, but it definitely came together.
Kids card. Who knew? Kids card, monochromatic, coffee or tea, grid. I wonder how everybody's going to be using that.
Yeah, can't wait to see the gallery. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It'll be really fun to watch them come in. I could put some bling on, but I think I'm okay.
I was going to add mine and then mine's done.
Mary Youngblood's still with us. Good. I thought she wasn't feeling great, so that's good. And you're liking yours more than... I guess you're talking about your card. Maybe you're not.
Yeah.
Very nice. Ellen Jarvis, how are you doing on your birthday thoughts here? Are we going to... You're a kid of all ages. Did you get good parameters for your birthday? Linda Gorman's done too. She's often very quick.
I guess that helps. All right. The card is done.
Let's show them off then. I'll go first. And then, so you don't have to go, well, what's she talking about? This is my card for episode 126. And it is a kid's card because I use kids. And monochromatic with the Craft Roulette definition, which is using any column of one color. I used red. And then coffee or tea, I used a big teacup. And the grid is this little pattern paper right there. This is a neutral, and the browns are neutrals too, so you can mix your neutrals. Inside it says, you are a wonderful person. And that's my card. What you got?
All right. For kids card, I use this cute cat for coffee or tea in a little teacup. The monochromatic was the purples, and then the grid was the gingham or plaid paper. And then on the inside, it says just peeking in on you and has her again.
Well done. You did it. Congratulations.
I did it.
You did it. And it's not even 8 o'clock.
I know.
Man, we're good. Anyway, okay, that's great. We are going to tell everybody how they can play. We're going to talk about the giveaways and who's coming up next. So relax a little bit, Danny, and change your camera back, and we'll get you back on to say goodnight, okay? You've done the hard part.
Okay.
Perfect. Well done. Yep. You can play too. You're going to want to make a card that kids card. Maybe we'll get some goats. Monochromatic plus Craft Roulette neutrals. Coffee or tea for your element, and grid will be your random element. If you're just coming in late, go over to the part where we discuss it, and it'll make more sense. You can send a card to us digitally at craftroulette.live. There is a form open now, and just follow all the instructions. It's all right there, and it will come to you.
Karen Goddard and Luann Johnson already.
Karen Goddard is done too, and Luann Johnson. Can't wait. I want to get off so I can start looking at these. Karen Goddard, your card last week made me laugh. Your big dog movie card. He was hilarious. Well done. We have some great guests coming up. We've got Lydia Fiedler coming back. You know, we had a good time with her. Sharon Ware will be joining us after that. Kendra Morgan and Caitlin Anthony. And then we'll be having from Scotland, Leslie Oman, right? That's how you say it. And she's going to stay up and watch us and play with us live. So keep her in your thoughts. We've got to send her a lot of no-dos. Anyway, we're excited to meet each and every one of them. There are those beautiful patrons. So many of you I got to see face-to-face last week, which is just a real treat. We are going to have another all-patron Zoom call here real soon. We'll figure out a date coming up, because we did buy that program for a year. So we'll be playing more games. We'll figure out something to celebrate, because that's just who we are. But thank you so much, Club Fun, fun supporters, fun friends. You are all so very important to us. We will be getting ready for Club Fun's game day, which will be which will be a week from tomorrow. Oh, my goodness. A week from tomorrow. So we'll be getting ready for that. So I get to play on Zoom with my friends again. I like it. Yes, stick around for the prize drawing. If you sent in a card this week, you will be eligible for a prize. So you don't ever want to miss that. Yes, please hit that smash that like button if you thought this content was fun. We would appreciate that. Tell your friends, leave a comment, all that kind of good stuff. Join us on Facebook. I say it very casually, but it really does help. So thank you. And thank you, patrons. Oh, that means giveaway time. And we always give away gifts. We started giving away gifts from episode 1. I think I had brown hair when we started this show. I was a much younger person. But anyway, we've been here for over 2 years. Every Friday at 6:30 Central Time. Join us, please. We always leave a seat open for you. First, we have a handmade gift, or a handmade card with an itty-bitty gift, and we have a couple goodie bags. And then we have a $25 savings voucher for Rabbit Hole Design. If they weren't based in California, we could say gift certificate. Because of the laws of California, we need to say savings voucher. So it acts in the same way. If you were wondering, why is she saying that? That doesn't make any sense at all. Let's give away a handmade card with an itty-bitty gift, that coveted prize that everybody wants. This is for anybody in the whole wide world. Maybe we can get one of those new friends over in Europe. Or maybe we'll get to send one next week to somebody in South Africa. Or Ecuador. Or Australia. Or New Zealand. So many places. The world, the world. Well, Jackie, I guess. That's Jackie Muller, I'm pretty sure. That means better get the slow boat to Australia ready, because that's where it's going to go. Just make sure that you use the contact form on craftroulette.live and let me know that you want it. Send me your email, that kind, or your stale mail, that kind of thing. Do use that form, though, because I lose things all over the place if I don't get that. So do that. Congratulations, Jackie. I owe you one anyway. A goodie bag, please. Who's going to get the first goodie bag? Our goodie bags are stuffed with all sorts of fun things that our viewers have donated. Usually put in a stamp set, some papers, a stencil, or a die or something like that. I try to make it very fun for you. Tammy Williams, I remember that card that won that. Just contact me, Tammy Williams. I think you're in the United States. Let's do another one for the United States. Ooh, we've got lots of dummies coming on. Those. Good thing we have moderators. Thank you, guys. Hoo. Yeah, if you know them, tell them to go fill out the form. They may know. Oh, Carmen! Carmen is a fun player. She does lots of, she's a patron for one, which is awesome. And then she also does a lot of process videos for her cards, which is also something that you are able to do. There are suggestions on how to make those, but they can be made for any episode at any time. There's no deadline. So you can find them on each episode's website on craftroulette.live. So yay, Carmen. Good for you. All right. Now, for the Rabbit Hole Design $25 savings voucher of the night. If you are wishing, gosh, I wish I were getting something, make sure you send in a card this week and you'll be on that board next week. Use those 4 parameters. Don't you be ornery. Send in your very best. Oh, Anaya. Congratulations. Let me know that you want it. She's been watching quite a while. She's had some Zero Heroes in her. She's been a Zero Hero multiple times. Well done. Well done. Always watch to the end of the show. That is it for tonight. Congrats to all. Contact me on the craftroulette.live website. Using that contact form, that makes a big difference for me. Really helps. Thank you. And there she is. Danny, we woke you up. I'm sorry. It's time for your coffee. You're just looking down. Well, you did it again. Whoops.
Did it again.
Crafty Al did finish with us.
Ooh, yay. I can't wait to see her
and
card.
Linda Gorman, they're just, so these parameters are not stumping these people.
No?
If you are stumped, and remember, if you think you have to be a certain level of awesomeness to send in a card, you do not. We accept every card that you have tried your best, and it's your best product that you can make. because we believe truly that you have something unique that we need to see, and we appreciate you taking time and making your best card, family-friendly card, using those 4 parameters and sharing with us. Because, not everybody looks at the card the same. We all bring our own filters, and where somebody will see a card and see something, another person will look at it and go, I didn't even see that. And then that's a cool idea. And so that's one of the things the Facebook group is so good at. They'll find all sorts of things, details that I'm looking at it and I don't see it until they say something.
Right.
I could be in a crowd of people and there could be a superstar and I wouldn't know who they were, but somebody else can say, hey, that's George Clooney. And I'll say, oh, really? I thought it was just some guy. So, it's just, we all see things so differently. So that's why the Facebook group is well. Well, do you like those parameters better now?
I like them better now.
Yeah.
How would you wrap my mind around?
How would you change? Which one would you change if you could?
The monochromatic.
I figured, yeah. Even 2 colors make a big difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it worked out.
It did. Yep. That doesn't look particularly monochromatic because you can bring in all those neutrals.
Yeah.
So
definitely. Thank goodness for neutral.
Yes. Shall we kiss our brains and say goodnight?
Sure.
All right. It's time. We did it. We pulled something off. You guys kiss your brains for being here. We thank you so much. Chatterboxes, you all have a great weekend. I'll be looking for those cards. If you can't do the card this weekend, you really want to do this card this weekend, all patrons have until Thursday night, midnight, to send in their cards. So consider joining us at Mary Gun Fun's Patreon blog. Night, everybody. Night, Mr. Producer. Happy birthday, Ellen. We'll see you Tuesday on Fun University and next week with Lydia Fiedler. Night, night.
Night, night.
Thank you.